Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Discussion with Cam. In today's video, I had the privilege of interviewing someone named Austin Marchand. In this video, we will be discussing his Instagram profile and what he's done to start creating his wildlife-themed Instagram page and what he plans to do in the future. Please ignore this. I don't know what it's from. I think it's from an Xbox controller, but anyways, that's besides the point. If you guys enjoy this, please subscribe to my channel and also like this video. It would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy. Recording. So how's it, Austin? How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks. And yourself?
No, I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for doing this interview today. I really appreciate it. The first question I've got for you is obviously, what is your name? You've just said it. And what is your Instagram handle?
Yeah, well, like I said, my name's Austin. My Instagram handle is @marchand.austin. It's my surname first, full stop, Austin.
Okay, perfect. So what inspired you to become a wildlife photographer? Obviously, it's something that you're passionate about, and I can tell by your posts and everything that you are very interested in wildlife and learning about wildlife. But what made you decide to start the Instagram page?
Well, I've been very fortunate. I've been to like a lot of game reserves. I've been able to go and see, lions, elephants, rhinos. So it's always been like a part of me. Sort of just being around it so much, it became a part of me that wildlife became my passion, and it sort of just fused with the photography hobby. Seeing all these cool pictures on Instagram and all of that. One of my biggest inspirations for wildlife photography, his name is Marlon the Toy. He gets absolutely cracking pictures, and I thought, why not give it a go? So that's sort of my. I sort of said, why not me? So that's how I started.
Yeah, and I mean that's awesome. Is you've found an inspiration in that person that obviously is showing you what they can do with wildlife photography, and now you kind of feeling like, obviously, why can't I do it? Which is,
Yeah,
that's such a cool thing to do. And especially, I mean, I found that Instagram is probably one of the best places to do that, because obviously Instagram is just full of photos, and that's what it's like. But
yeah.
what has been like your sort of struggle, especially at the beginning, and because you are right at the start of your Instagram journey? Do you find it hard to stay committed to carrying on posting, staying active, finding the right photos to post, and, or is it you kind of just having fun with it and just posting whatever's relevant on that day or whatever awesome picture that you found?
In terms of struggles, I think the biggest part is, while I am privileged enough to visit game reserves and get like the pictures of elephants that people absolutely love, I don't have 24/7 access to that. So it's once, maybe twice a year, if I'm lucky, I'll get to go to those reserves and get to get those shots that everyone loves. But when I'm not, I sort of have to improvise, per se. I have to think outside the box and think, how can I use wildlife photography with what I've got? So it allows the creative flow going a little bit. It is hard. So a lot of the times, I have a nature reserve right by me, and I'll go get bird photos. Bird photography is a big thing. Wildlife, landscape photography is also a big thing. It's all really your understanding. You're limited to your own understanding of what wildlife/nature photography is. So I can only really limit myself, and that is a big thing. Some days I feel like, oh, I need to start posting again, but then I have to go far out and go get the shot. So it makes me improvise, makes me adapt. So that is the biggest struggle, but that is also also a positive thing about it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, and also you kind of start realizing that when you're at the nature reserves and at the game reserves, when you do get the opportunity to go, that you need to just flood your phone with photos or flood your camera with photos and just take as many as you possibly can to just keep it going. But it's awesome that then you have a nature reserve right near you where, you can go get those photos of the birds, or you can, get at least something to just keep the content flowing. And people are actually interested in that. You'll find that, like, people want to see a bird as much as they want to see a photo of an elephant per se. But yeah, no, I can understand that it is something that is quite, it's a struggle, and I mean, I can say the same with me in the interviews on YouTube and whatnot, and trying to keep up with it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, who to interview now? Or, I don't really feel like posting today, but I should, and it's a struggle to stay committed to it. But what has been your biggest struggle to stay committed to your dream of taking these photos? And I know you've told me that you sell the photos. Is it hard to maintain that, to like keep the momentum flowing? And have you struggled with it, or are you finding it more fun than actually a struggle?
Absolutely, it is a big struggle, because when I decided to make my Instagram page dedicated to my wildlife photography, it is a commitment. So, and for someone to say they committed 24/7, it's pretty awesome if they can do that. But you're gonna get struggles all the time. External factors from outside. It sort of gets a little bit further with what people actually deal with day to day, and the time they have to allocate to this commitment they've chosen to do with their Instagram page. So I think that would be the biggest struggle on my side, is the external factors, allocating time dedicated to go out and just fetch my content, create the content. There's also the editing of the photos. So it is time consuming, and you need to sit down and say, okay, Monday I'm going to go just get all the photos I need, all the photos that I want. Also, another big struggle is people, they feel the urge to just pump out content, and it's not the content they want. It's not their style. So you can either focus on just pumping out content and it strays from who you are as a photographer, or you can take the time and use your style of photography. So it's a lot of different aspects, but time allocation and deciding, okay, am I just going to pump out content, or am I going to focus on why I'm actually taking those photos?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you said there. It's either you pump out the content, but some of it can be absolute garbage, and it's not helpful to you as your brand, because now you kind of have committed to yourself to creating this brand on Instagram of wildlife photography, and it's either you pump out this content 24/7, or you take the time, as you said, to actually have the proper content and the proper stuff that you want out there. And I think people, especially now, get sucked into just wanting to like provide content 24/7 rather than actual good content that they want and they actually want you to see. So it's awesome that you got into that and that you said that, because that is such a struggle for many people, is to stay committed and not fall into the trap of Instagram posting all the time. Like, obviously it depends who you are and what you do, but as a wildlife photographer, and as you said earlier, you don't always get the opportunity to go out and get all these awesome photos. But yeah, so the last question I've got for you today is, what advice would you give to someone chasing a dream? Because obviously something that you've run by. I've had a lot of other guys say that it's always the talent doesn't, what is it? When talent doesn't work hard, or can you remember it? I'm not completely blank.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's something that all the other guys have been saying. But what's a sort of quote that you live by that, you know, has helped you stay committed to doing what you want to do?
I'm actually glad you mentioned quotes, because I actually was thinking about it the other day. I want to say about 2 years ago. Yeah, let's go with 2 years. I saw this one motivational video of the actor Peter Dinklage. He's Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones. So what his thing was he's a dwarf. He's small in size and all of that. So he got bullied a lot. He had a lot of trouble becoming an actor, and it took him quite a while. And one of the things that stuck out to me was he said, "A winner is just a loser who tried one more time." So that really stuck out to me. He's been a big inspiration in my life, just for getting through life. And you can put that into chasing your dream, and it is very true. A winner really is just a loser who decided to try, just give it one more go and succeeded. But I think more personally, make sure you're doing it for yourself. So I'm doing the Instagram page for myself. It's my content. That's the beauty about it. It's my photos. I get to decide what to do. So just make sure you chase your dream for you and know your why and know your purpose and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome, especially because you're saying, you know, like it's your stuff, it's your content. And as you say with your quote, you know, sometimes you've hit the market at the right time, you know, sometimes, you know, it's timing as well, which is so key. And especially because you say a loser is, I mean, a winner. Please say the quote again.
So a winner was a loser who decided to try one more time.
Yeah, and I mean, that's exactly it. You know, you can lose countless of times, but as soon as you've hit it at the right time, you know, and it's all about timing. And it's especially with growing an Instagram page, you know, it's consistency, but at the same time, it's the right timing and making sure that, you know, it's exactly what I'm saying. It's the right timing. Sorry, I'm blabbing now.
Yeah.
So lastly, you know, give yourself. Ooh. Can you hear me?
Screens front. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so lastly, give yourself any shout out, direct people to wherever they can find your content. If you're posting on Facebook or if you've got a website or anything up, now's your time, Sean.
Cool. Currently, I just have my Instagram page going, like I said, at marchand.austin. That's where pretty much all my content is going. I am currently building my own website. You'll be able to download the PDFs, or if you're local, what we will do is do canvas printouts. It's almost stock footage, so we'll print it out on canvas and send it to you. That's in the works. That's what's happening. But right now, at marchand.austin, check my content out. Still new, trying to stay relevant, but I'm coming.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for doing this interview. I really appreciate it. I hope that it helps you in growing your content. And, you know, I hope that people will enjoy looking at your wildlife photography. I must say, I personally do. Also, I will be tagging you in the video below so people can see your content there. And thank you so much for doing this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it as well. Thanks, man.